So can you introduce yourself and tell us how you got into the business?
Sure. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Nick Nasty of the Nasty Boys. Been in the business now about 4 or 5 years, been directing and producing adult films. My father, Big Daddy Mac Nasty, and I are shooting a pilot that we want to get on HBO. And we're at an undisclosed location in Universal City. We can't say anything more than that. And it's been a lot of fun. We've been going to all these parties, just having a great time. And we're going to have some hot girls here today. We're going to be getting nasty, like only the Nasty Boys can deliver.
So you went to the same film school as me?
Yes, actually I went to Pasadena City College Film School. Mr. Zingali was our teacher. I don't want to say professor because it wasn't actually a university. But went there and tried to get into USC Film School, but anybody who's ever tried will tell you that's a nightmare. So I got accepted into UCLA and Art Center, but decided not to do it, and next thing you know I ended up in this wonderful world of pornography, and I haven't left since, and I love it. It's beautiful.
What's the biggest challenge for you as a director?
The biggest challenge for a director, for me, basically, is to, get the people to do what you want them to do. You really want to let them do what they want to do because it's a more natural scene, but at the same time, you have to tell them, okay, get in this angle, don't put your hand in front of your cock, things like that. It's great working with professionals because they know how to pose, they know how to have, they know how to fuck, they know they can pop on cue. But sometimes I've worked with people that haven't done a lot of films before, and they have a hard time, especially the guys, they have a hard time coming, so that can be a bit of a challenge, and sitting around for a few hours waiting for that to happen.
That's your dad, Big Daddy Nasty is your dad?
Yes. I thought maybe he walked in. Yeah, he's getting ready right now for this big festive event that we're going to put on today. He's my dad, and he basically, I got him into this business. I started before he did. I got him in this business about 2 years ago. Started working for a company, we don't want to mention any names because they're fucking assholes. And we started a company together with him and my mom called Valhalla Sky, Valkyrie Pictures, and we started out doing girl movies because that's the most fun to shoot. You 6 or 7 girls having an orgy right there, and we've cultivated this whole Nasty Boys thing, and that's part of our image. Men in black, just wearing our sunglasses, just being cool, just living it up.
What's it like being on the set with all these naked women around you and your dad?
It's fucking awesome, man. It's fucking awesome. We're both walking around with boners, It's great, but we're really good with the girls. We don't grope them in inappropriate ways, if you can understand that in this business. But it's really cool. The girls really love us, and we really have a good time. And everybody gets fed, and it's kind of like a family type atmosphere when we shoot. We don't go for the big studio thing where there's you got to be on the set at this time, or whatever. We just kind of get all the girls together and say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have an orgy, and then we're gonna pair off, or we're gonna do this, or we're gonna do that. The boy-girl stuff is a little more difficult because you can't get as much done simply because the guy has to get hard, the guy has to come. You got all your standard positions that you have to do. So we really prefer the girl, but the boy-girl, makes more money. So what are you gonna do? And I've lost my chair.
Sorry about that. So how about this question? I'm sure a lot of viewers like this one. What's been the funniest story that you have on a set? Like that, or like most bizarre occurrence? Maybe something unusual that happened, like a blooper or something like that.
Well, this is actually pretty nasty. I was actually doing a shoot with a girl and a guy, this boy-girl scene. It was an anal scene, and I don't want to mention any names, but the girl was on top of the guy doing a reverse cowgirl, and she got off his dick and just let loose and just shit everywhere, and it was just oh fuck, and the guy, he instantly loses his heart on. He's like, what the fuck, man? And we just kind of had to stop everything and clean up, and then somehow we were able to resume and finish the scene. And that was pretty wrong. That was nasty. That was nasty. It was nastier than the Nasty Boys like. That was pretty fucking nasty.
what's the party scene like here in the porn industry? Like last night we were at a pretty cool party.
Last night's party was awesome. Jeff Mullen from All Media put together a really great party to promote. I think it was Dark Angels 2, and just laid out everything. I mean, free booze. I mean, there was like tons of beautiful women there, all in the industry, and a lot of producers, a lot of directors, and it was just everybody having a good time. There wasn't the fans there, and that's cool too when we go to the conventions and the fans are there and you meet the fans and you sign autographs and take pictures and things like that. That's really cool too. But last night was kind of special because it was an industry only, except for the media. So everybody was just like able to be themselves and just kind of hang out and mingle and dance and get wasted, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and I'm paying the price for it today.
What are you guys doing here today exactly? Like, you already answered that, but I'll ask you again.
Yeah, well, what we're doing here today basically is we're shooting a pilot that we're trying to get on HBO. It's called The Nasty Boys Happy Hour. And what it is it's a kind of a cross between The Tonight Show, Saturday Night Live, Howard Stern, and Benny Hill, if any of you remember Benny Hill. We have the girls come out and we interview them like David Letterman would do, except we have them get really nasty and do all kinds of naughty sexual things that I'm sure we'll have to edit a lot of that out for the cable show. And then we have these little skits that we put on there, like we have the Naughty Weather Girl, like a girl talks about how hot it is in the world and she takes her clothes off, and we have the psychoanalyst that helps me and my father deal with our problems. Like, I have a foot fetish, so she helps me deal with that by shoving her feet in my face, which is, I don't know what kind of therapy that is, but it was fun, And my dad's really into tits and ass, so she shoved her tits and ass in his face and just have a good old time. And we have a happy hour food critic, this guy who doesn't have a job, he doesn't have any money. He's got about enough money for one drink, so he finds the best bars that have the best happy hour free food. And he goes around and he eats the food and critiques it. And just, really stupid, zany stuff like that, just kind of break it all up. It's a one-of-a-kind TV show that, like, nobody's ever done anything like that before. And we've got people in the adult entertainment industry, which is great, and that's what people really want to see. They want to see hot-looking girls, and they want to see them getting nasty and getting naked. That's what we're here for.
That's cool.